How's it going, guys? J-Force here, and this week I am bringing you guys a video on the top 5 weapons of Modern Warfare. Now, before we get started, guys, I do want to say that these are my top 5 picks. All right, I know every player is different, therefore everybody's gonna have their own top 5, and there may be some guns on this list that were left out that you think are amazing, and there also may be some guns on this list that you guys think are completely trash and you don't agree with. But again, guys, these are my top 5. I've used every weapon in the game, and these are the 5 that I came up with. Also, disclaimer, what I will not be including in this list is the M4A1 and the 725, for obvious reasons, guys. Those are the main 2 guns that have been seeing nerfs within the past weeks with upcoming updates. Therefore, I will not be adding them, because not only do we know that the guns have been overpowered for a very long time, but even the developers have caught on that these guns are definitely imbalanced. So they will not be on this list, because of course they would be number 1 and 2. So I did want to shake it up a little bit. All right, and I will not be including the Riot Shield, just because of the fact it's not a gun. Okay, it's more of a technique rather than a gun. So I will not be including that in this video, but we will be going through the top 5 weapons that I think are the best. So if you guys would not mind, go ahead and smashing that like button. It is much appreciated, and it really helps out the channel with the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the page and hit the bell to turn on post notifications, because that will notify you every time I upload every Friday. But without further ado, guys, let's get into our top 5 weapons of Modern Warfare. Alright, guys, so gun number 5 on my top 5 list goes to the R9-0 shotgun, guys. This is a very unique shotgun unlocked at level 1, and it's unique in a way that instead of pumping every shot, you pump every 2 shots. So with that being said, if you can kill your opponent in 2 shots before you pump, it is extremely fast and extremely efficient, especially when you're going for multi-kills. If you get the kill off in 1 shot, then you get 2 kills. It's very efficient. It's very satisfying. Like, when you're using this shotgun, you're gonna be very satisfied with not only the range, but also the fire speed. I'm telling you, I've gotten many multi-kills. This is my favorite weapon to run on small maps, which I can utilize a lot of corners on. Come around the corner with this thing, and it is going to shock people, all right? So the R9-0 shotgun, definitely in my top 5 list. That makes number 5. All right, guys, number 4 on my list. I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree, but just give me a second. Hear me out. The FN SCAR 17 assault rifle. Guys, this thing hits like a truck. Okay, yes, it's got a slower fire speed than most of the other SMGs and assault rifles in the game, but as I said before, this thing hits. If you land your shots, this thing is going to shred people, 2, 3, 4 people at a time. It is ridiculously powerful, and it's got a ridiculous range. All right, this gun is one of the later weapons. It is unlocked at level 47, but I promise you, if you try it out and you get those attachments, you get the weapon leveled up, I don't think you will be disappointed. All right, it's not so good on the smaller maps, but the longer maps with longer lanes, such as Piccadilly, it's going to completely wreck people. All right, it does have a slower ADS speed, but it does make up for that in firepower. So if you can land 2 shots on an opponent, they are down. Okay, when you start off with this weapon, it's going to be extremely inaccurate, and it's going to shoot extremely slow. But if you stick with it, you level it up, you get those recoil control attachments, I promise you this gun will not let you down. And that is why it made it to my top 5 list. And this is the FN SCAR 17. Weapon number 3 on our list today, guys, the MP5. I know some of you saw this coming, okay? The MP5 is such a good weapon. I'm telling you guys, putting these top 3 in order was hard for me. It was extremely difficult because, as you guys know, there are so many good guns in this game that it's really hard to pick a top 5, let alone a top 3. All right, but the MP5 does take our number 3 slot today. It's unlocked at level 12, and it's just an all-around great gun. The fire rate is beautiful, the accuracy is beautiful, even the iron sights are beautiful and accurate. This gun is just all around perfect, whether you're going for long range maps, short range maps. It's a great gun, especially for hip firing. The hip fire accuracy is so great once you start leveling it up and getting those attachments on it. Yeah, this is an all-around great gun. It's a classic gun. You know, it's been in almost all of the Call of Duties. It's a staple to the franchise, and they did not do wrong with bringing it into Modern Warfare. I mean, it destroys close, especially once you level it up to the point where you can get the 10mm ammunition. It does increase the damage, but it also increases the recoil. But as long as you have attachments for recoil control, the damage buff is definitely noticeable, guys. This will shred people. The ADS speed is great. The hip fire accuracy is great. The hip fire speed going from sprinting to hip fire is great. I'm telling you, it's all around great weapon, guys. Putting it in the top 3 was so easy, but finding its spot in the top 3 was more difficult, guys. So the MP5 is my top 3 weapon. Number 2 on our list, guys, the AK-47. A lot of people saw this one coming too. This is an assault rifle unlocked at level 53, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, it is the best assault rifle in game, of course, besides the M4, but the M4 is completely unbalanced, so I'm gonna take that out of the equation, which makes the AK the best assault rifle in the game. Its damage is up there, its recoil control is completely under control, and it's just a great weapon. The mag size, you get 30 rounds. That's why, of course, I rank this over the SCAR. The SCAR is awesome. The reason I put the AK over the SCAR, though, is the recoil control is not as hard out the gate, and also the mag size off default is higher on the AK. That's why the AK made it to the number 2 slot, guys. It is a great weapon, very powerful, very useful attachments. And of course, this is another staple to the Modern Warfare franchise. It's been in, I think, every single Modern Warfare to date, and I completely see why. It's monumental. This gun is great. The fire damage is good, fire rate is good, accuracy, everything, all around great assault rifle. All right, and that is why it takes the number 2 slot. Before we release the number 1 weapon in the game, in my opinion, I do want to have some honorable mentions, which I'm going to bring up the HDR Sniper, which is unlocked at level 11. Honestly, I think this is the best sniper rifle in game because of the lack of damage fall off, guys, especially for things like ground war. Those farther shots that you're hitting, you're not going to be getting as many hit markers as with the other snipers. All right, and that's why I think it is the best sniper in the game. Also, another honorable mention is the Kar 96K. All right, this is another staple to the Modern Warfare franchise. It has been in many Modern Warfares and many Call of Duties altogether. It's a very historical weapon, and they did it justice when they brought it back. All right, this is unlocked at level 33, and honestly, another great. I consider it a sniper, even though it's considered a marksman rifle. It's really good. It's really good. The only reason I did not add these 2 to the list, they did make the top 5, is because they are very map dependent. Okay, I'm not a fan of sniping on small maps or maps with not too many open lanes, and therefore it's hard to get snipes off. So that's why they did not make the list. But again, they are some honorable mentions. But this top 5 list was to cater to all maps, not just the big ones, not just the small ones, not just the ground war, but every single map all together. All right, so honorable mentions, they didn't make the list, but they are still 2 amazing guns. And of course, what you have all been waiting for, the #1 weapon in Modern Warfare right now, in my opinion, is the MP7 SMG. Guys, this weapon is a shredder. It's unlocked at level 54, so it is one of the last weapons unlocked, but it is well worth the wait. Out the gate, the hipfire accuracy is great. The magazine size is phenomenal. The fire rate is definitely controllable, and the aim down sight recoil is 100% dead on. This gun is a masterpiece, okay? Of course, this isn't its first debut to the Modern Warfare franchise, but nonetheless, they did it justice by bringing it in and doing what they did to it, all right? It is a great gun. I foresee a nerf coming because it's not as unbalanced as the 725 and the M4 were on release, but I can definitely see how it's got an edge over most guns. This gun is great, and I feel like it's a sleeper because of all the unbalances. But that is my #1 pick, all right? All out the gate, when you unlock it, it is a great gun. As you throw on attachments, it gets even better. So if you guys have not, make sure you guys give it a try because it is a great weapon, all right? It's unlocked at level 54, so make sure you guys try it out, give it a couple levels, get those little few attachments to make a difference, and then let me know what you guys think. But that, in my opinion, is the #1 weapon in the game right now, the MP7. I am almost done with all the camos on it. I'm almost to gold. The only thing I have left is the crouching kills, but because I'm always running and gunning, I never really have time to crouch, all right? So that's the only reason it's not gold for me. But yeah, great gun, best gun in my opinion. It's phenomenal. And that wraps up today's video on the top 5 weapons in Modern Warfare. Again, guys, I did not include every single weapon. There were a few that I could not take into consideration for reasons that were made known. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys in the near future decide to try out these weapons because, like I said, these weapons are all monstrous, okay? And if you guys have not already, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. I'm telling you guys, y'all don't understand how much it really helps the channel out. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to turn on post notifications. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm J Force, and we will see you guys next video.